How you doing, men? I just want to talk to you today about why you're in fear and why you're weak and why you're struggling with the anxiety and the fear in your life. The reason that you're a weak man, it goes back to your family, and that's where all the things start. They start in your home. Because your father didn't deal with your mother in the correct way. And what that means is that when your mother would, maybe get out of control herself, and act like women usually do, your father didn't know how to deal with that. Which means either he would get angry, upset, and he didn't know how to stand up to your mother and deal with the confusion she brings. Because you see, through the woman comes that confusion. And she needs the man to be there to be that Christ, to be that strength, and to himself not get confused, and to be able to stand in the place of certainty. And that's what a man is supposed to be. He's supposed to stand there and be strong. So the reason that you're weak is because you've picked up that spirit of your mother, and you've seen those interactions between your mother and father, and you've watched your father fail. You've watched your father not be able to stand up to your mother. And then your mother would also maybe do other things like, try to get the kids and things on her side by doing things and saying things, and really not seeing herself that she's actually creating more fear and more weakness in you by not allowing your father to be a part, and getting herself to be loved by the children more than the father, doing things and acting like she's the loving one, and the father is the bad one because he has to do the punishment, and so we don't like dad because he has to do that. But in the end, you see that you see these dynamics go on in the family, and the mother a lot of times will try to isolate the kids away to herself, away from the father, and then the father is the bad one. But see, the father needs to know how to stand up, and that's why you need to become a man yourself, because if you ever have a family, if you ever get married, you need to know how to deal with your wife. And that's the thing, you don't put up with the confusion, you don't put up with the things that the women do. And first off, you don't want to be having sex out of wedlock if you're not married. You don't want to be living like that, because that is going to cause confusion. That's going to destroy the relationship. And you need to really just be still and know yourself and forgive. So what you have to do is, if this has happened to you in your life and you realize you're a weak man, and you're really just pathetic and you can't stand up to anybody, and everybody's always taking advantage of you, especially women and things in relationships, is because you have that spirit of your mother, and you need to go and forgive your mother. You need to tell her that you forgive her, for doing the things that she did, and just leave it at that. Okay, that's all you simply have to do. You just have to go and tell her you forgive her for whatever these things might be, and you forgive her. Just tell her that you've been angry at her. See, and a lot of men don't realize that they're angry at their parents. They're upset at their parents because they didn't show them the right way. So you have to go and forgive, and when you do that, you're going to be opened up. Your life is going to be opened up, and you're going to be able to see the light, and the fear and all these things are going to start going away. All right? Amen.